What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Today we're going to make carrot porridge, and I'm gonna go ahead and say Jamaican style carrot porridge because I grew up drinking this porridge. My mom made it. I never knew it wasn't a Jamaican thing. I thought everybody knew about carrot porridge. Until I posted it on TikTok, I realized that 99% of people have no idea what carrot porridge is. But I grew up with my mom making this at least twice a week. The recipe pretty much went viral and a lot of people loved it and wanted me to do it in details for them. So of course I have a YouTube channel, so I'm doing it in detail. My mom made this. She never used measurement or anything like that. My mom still don't cook with measurement. I don't either. But for the sake of this video, I actually weigh and measure the things that I'm going to use just so you guys get it right, because I understand that cooking is not the same for everyone. I'm pretty much using the carrots that I have left over from that recipe that I did on TikTok. I just weighed it and it's 7 carrots and it weighed 13.2 ounces. It's under a pound because 16 ounces make a pound, right? I think I know at least. I remember that I used 1 cup of oats because I blended a half cup first and then I blended another half cup to make the oat flour. Keep in mind, when my mom made this, she used regular all-purpose flour, and you can use that. In the Jamaican culture, when a lot of people cook in porridge, they use a little flour. That's the normal thing to use. I just kind of changed things up for health benefits, and I realized that I have gluten sensitivity, so that's why I kind of change a lot of little things up in my diet. So that's why I use the oats flour, but you can use regular flour if you don't mind, because it's not a lot of flour. Because if you're using regular flour, you don't even need a cup, like a half a cup of regular flour, and you just mix it up. I thought about using regular flour, but I really like the oats in it. But I don't know, as I start cooking, I may use regular flour just to show you guys, not because I want that, but just to show you guys, because I really want the oats flour because I love it with it, and in my opinion it's a healthier choice. Usually I like to jump straight into the video, but I'm gonna talk in this video a little because I have some things to address. So when I'm editing the video, I'm going to put where you can start if you just want to watch the cooking and you don't want to hear me talk. I'm going to put the time in the notes, so you can just skip to there if you don't want to hear what I'm saying, because I know a lot of people don't like to listen to talking. You just want to get straight to the video. But I have some things I want to address, and I want to address them on this video. The video on TikTok have over 3,500 comments, some negative, some positive. Thanks for all the love. I also know that I gained a lot of TikTok subscribers in the last couple of days, so thank you guys for subscribing. I hope you like this channel. I hope you learn from it. I don't just do recipes, I kind of do any little thing that happened in my life, because it's my channel and it's kind of like a lifestyle, but the most of what I film is cooking. But anyways, I want to take this time to welcome you guys to my channel. This is a safe space. The porridge is a nice porridge. Don't knock it till you try it. I think it's easy, but where you can go wrong is adding your flour, whether oats flour or regular flour, because you'll get lumps. So I wanted to take the time to show you guys. Another comment, a lot of people saying it's carrot soup. To us Jamaicans, soup is a totally different thing. Nobody call this soup. It's porridge. So no, it's not soup. Maybe some places in the world, some cultures, to them it's soup. But to us Jamaicans, soup means something different. I should be making a pot of soup soon, so I'll video that soup so you guys can see what our soup look like. Because a lot of people are saying it's carrot juice. It's not carrot juice. It's carrot porridge. Number one, you don't put flour in a carrot juice. And yes, I use oats flour because I substitute. My mother never used oats flour. I substitute oats flour. But this is made with flour. Do you make carrot juice with flour? No. I see some stupid comments saying, oh, this is just hot carrot juice. It's not hot carrot juice. You don't put flour in a carrot juice. Stop. Don't play the recipe and try the recipe if you want. I'm a bet you're going to enjoy it. Next thing I want to address, people talking about cooking out the nutrients. Did you know that when you cook your carrots, you get more beta carotene from your carrot? So you get more benefits from your carrot when you cook it. Yeah, some of the nutrients get lost, but nothing more than 25%, and I can live with that. The next thing I want to address is a lot of people were saying it's sweet or whatever. If you're interested in making it, don't make the fact that you think I put too much sugar stop you. All you have to do is put the amount of sugar that you want. So if you don't like sweet, no use a lot of sweet. You don't have to use sugar. You don't have to use milk. You can use some honey. This is how I grew up, my mom making it, and this is how I love it. I love my condensed milk, my sweetened condensed milk in it, and I love my little sugar in it, and I have no problem with that. I'm fine with that. Another thing, I use almond milk. There was a lot of joke under the post talking about almond milk. I didn't even get it. My friend explained to me, but I use almond milk. You can use any milk you want. When my mom used to do it, she used to use coconut milk. Coconut where you grate, she used to grate the coconut, squeeze the juice, and that's what she used to use. I use the almond milk. If you use cow's milk, you can use your cow's milk. Any milk you want to use, you can use that milk. This is just what I do. So you can substitute whatever. I'm just sharing the recipe with you guys. So with that being said, I think I covered the most important points that I wanted to get across. So let's go and make the carrot porridge. But before I do that, I gotta let you know that if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn your notification bells on, and get active in the comments. Let's go make the carrot porridge. First thing you want to do is clean and wash your carrots. What I do, I just scrape them off. Some people peel them. I don't think that's necessary. Just scrape off and wash them. Then I cut them up and get them ready to go in the blender. Someone asked me if they should half boil them. No. Once you blend them, they'll boil evenly. Another thing, you don't have to blend it as smooth as I blend mine. If you want little chunks in it, just blend it accordingly. I added 5 cups of water to this pot and put it on the stove with a little salt and a piece of cinnamon stick. Also, if you skipped the first part of the video, I use almost a pound of carrot. So I'm going to say a pound. It was like 13 ounces, but I'm going to say a pound of carrot. Don't talk about my blender cup. I've had it for 5 years, and that just shows you that me use it a lot. Add a 1/4 cup of water to the blender cup with your carrots and then blend, because you don't want to blend the dry carrot. Some people comment that they were allergic to cinnamon. If you're allergic to cinnamon, you can forget the cinnamon stick, leave it out, and you can also forget the cinnamon. It don't have to be made with cinnamon. I already mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but if you're allergic to nuts, use the milk that you use. You don't have to use almond milk. Once your carrot is blended to your liking, just add it to the water. I removed the cinnamon stick. You don't have to remove it until you get totally done, but I removed it. So just stir your carrot in. If it's too thick and it won't come out, just add a little water, shake it up, and throw it in there. That's what I did. So now all you do is just stir this in and leave it to boil. It will take about 10 minutes on high to boil because it's blended smooth. It will try to boil over. I add a little butter. Butter is not a part of the ingredients. My mom never used that, but you can add butter to anything that you're boiling. If it's boiling over, add butter, and that's the way to stop your pot from boil over. So it's a little hack. So be sure to do this part before you turn your back to your pot, because it will quickly boil over. So now that I know that it's not going to boil over, I'm going to blend my oats to make flour, oat flour. Remember, here you can use your regular all-purpose flour, and if you're doing that, just use a 1/2 cup. Here I'm using my spice blender to blend up the oats to make oats flour. I'm going to link the blender below. So if you want, you can use the link below to buy the blender. It's an affiliated link. An affiliated link just means if you use a link to buy it, I get a small commission. And when I say small, I mean the smallest of commission, probably a couple cents. I used 1 cup of oats. I blended a 1/2 cup and then I blended the next half. Making the oats flour take literally 3 to 5 seconds. That's how good this blender is. Here you see me transfer it to the dish, and I'm showing you how small it is. Look how quick it turned flour. So people, save your money. Stop buying expensive oats flour and just use your regular oats, because enough people, almost everybody may know have oats. Use your regular oats and make oats flour. Anyways, moving on, the almond milk. I added 1 cup and 1/4. So 1 1/4 cup of almond milk. I added it to the oats flour, and I was mixing it out with my hand because that's what I grew up doing. But then remember, I have the blender again, so I just use my blender cup and blend it for about 10 seconds and smooth it out. Those lumps that I'm showing you is what you don't want in it. So if you're mixing out with your hand, be sure to mix out thoroughly. If not, just add it to your blender, run your blender for 10 seconds or just until it's smooth. Easy, quick and easy. People were commenting that it's a long process, but it's really not, because while you're doing this, your carrot is boiling. Once you're done this, you can go ahead and add it, your carrots boil. Now, this is the part that's going to make or break your porridge, because you don't want lumpy porridge. You need to stir and add it briskly. Stir briskly while you add your flour, especially if you're using all-purpose flour. Stir briskly and add it. Now, once you add your flour, leave that to cook for another 7 to 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. I usually leave mine on high. You need to stir every 2 to 3 minutes though, because you don't want it sticking to the bottom. And that you see me there, I just added a little milk to the cup to rinse out all of the flour. I don't want to waste anything. And I would like to take this time to remind you that if you're not subscribed, now is a good time to go ahead and do so. And don't forget to turn your notification bells on. And we can talk in the comments. You can ask questions. I probably won't get back to you right away, but let's chat in the comment. Let's, we're a family here. Also, I got a lot of requests to make different porridges. So what I'm going to do is make a porridge playlist, and then you can find all of them there. Then you can go ahead and add your vanilla however much you want. I like a lot of vanilla, so I use like 2 tablespoons full. But if your vanilla is stronger, use a little less. I know the strength of mine. Then I added about a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Again, you don't have to use it if you don't eat it. And remember, we boil the cinnamon stick, so you don't even have to use too much cinnamon. I just added some more because I like it. I love the flavor. Then I added the smallest amount of almond extract. I didn't even fill this small little measuring spoon. Pretty much a drop, just 1 little drop, because it's strong. And I added some nutmeg. I'm using up my bits and pieces of nutmegs that I haven't used. So what I do, I just throw it in the spice blender and I just blend it up, and then I just shake it in there. So I'll show you in my hand middle the amount of nutmeg I use. It's not a lot. You'll also notice that each time I add an ingredient, I stir it out. So make sure to do that, especially when you're adding like your nutmeg and your cinnamon, because otherwise it's gonna just boil over and kind of just leave in there as a lump, and then you'll probably bite into it when you're eating. So remember to stir out everything, especially your cinnamon and your nutmeg. I notice I just said boil over, and I don't want to mislead you. I don't mean the pot is gonna boil over. I just mean like the nutmeg is gonna boil over in and get lost in your porridge. That's what I meant. I used 1/3 cup of sugar. So for all who were saying it's too much sugar, it's not too much sugar. I use 1/3 cup. Here you can use any sweetener you like, but we always use sugar and condensed milk. You can just use condensed milk. You can just use sugar. You can use honey. If you're on keto, you can use a keto sugar. You can use any sweetener that you like. I like milk, condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk, and sugar. And that's what you'll find most Jamaicans sweeten their porridge with. Sweetened condensed milk and sugar. Some people just use sugar, some people just use condensed milk. And yeah, that's it. May just dish out my porridge and may have some tough crackers, may add it to it, and I enjoyed. And it was just as good as it was the other day when I make it. You're wondering what on the top of this? That's just me trying to decorate. So I put some condensed milk over it. But now watch me. I can cook my ass off, but I cannot garnish a dish. I cannot decorate a dish. And this is me just tasting it, and it was really good. This is no joke. This is no pretense. It's really, really good. And I know you guys are going to enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.